students, once again welcome back to my channel, the class for you. So we are going to have the next part of the stanzas from the poem My Grandmother Climbs a Tree by Ruskin Bond. In the last class we have seen Ruskin Bond says that in the compound of Ruskin Bond's property, there was no tree that was not climbed by grandmother. Ruskin Bond says, for in all the garden there wasn't a tree. She hadn't been up, means that she has not climbed up at one time or another. There was no tree. One or the other time she has climbed on that, whether it is big or whether it was small. Now, the poet tells from where the grandmother learned the skill of climbing the tree. Having learned to climb from a loving brother when she was 6. So when and who taught her? It was taught to her by one of his brother at the age of the grandmother when she was 6. Since then she kept on doing this. She did not give up this habit. She kept it as a hobby and continued climbing the tree. Having learned to climb from a loving brother. From where she learned? From one of her brother. At what age she learned this? When she was only 6 years old. When she was 6. But it was feared by all. But that time also all were afraid, feared by all, that one day she would have a terrible fall. Everybody knew that. Everyone was afraid. However skillful climber he may be, she may be, a little mistake is sufficient to have a fall. Little carelessness, little bad luck, that she may fall, and that will be a terrible fall. And if you fall from a tree or a terrace top, naturally nothing is going to happen other than visiting a hospital nearby. Is it not? You'll have to go to the hospital. They will operate your hand and get a bolt and nut and bolt. Or you will have plaster. You will have surgery, etc. Therefore, when this lady is going to fall, that was their worry. Terrible fall means a bad fall. The outcome was different while we were in town. Now, in the city, in the village, it was okay. Because she knows the tree well. She knows the place well. And it was easy because she had been climbing the tree again and again. And there was no tree left that she has not climbed. So, therefore, she did not have, the parents, the family had not worried that much. But when they moved to the city, it became a horrible worry for them. Now in the city, if it happens, suppose on the roadside she saw a tree and climbed and fall from the tree onto the road. If it's a concrete road, gone case. Burial is next result. Or else it is a minimum casualty is admitted in the hospital with a fracture of a bone or an urgent surgery. That one day when she was, but it was feared by all that one day she would have a terrible fall. The outcome was different while we were in town. She climbed a tree and couldn't come down. So we thought that one day she will fall from the tree. But that did not happen. Never she fell down from a tree. Outcome means the result. This result did not happen. But it happened when they were in the city. Once when they were in the city, she climbed a tree. Unfortunately, she could not come down. She climbed a tree and couldn't come down. She climbed, in a tries she climbed the tree, but she could not come down as she climbed. After the rescue, and finally she had to be rescued by the fire brigadiers. They came and put her in a crane and might have removed. The doctor took Granny's temperature and said at once she was admitted in the hospital, and the doctor casually checked her temperature and said, I strongly recommend a quiet week in bed. She said, the doctor said, should not move. It's my order. It's a strong recommendation that your body has completely shaken. You need a week's rest on the bed without doing anything else. A quick week in bed. Quiet means complete rest. Without doing, without moving, without working. Because the doctor knew that if she knows that she is well, she will climb. We sighed with relief. Oh, we all had a sigh of relief. Finally, the mother has to be tied in the room. She will never climb because doctor also told not to do. And she also know it is very difficult. Once she climbed and she cannot come down. All of them released a sigh of relief. All safe now. Sighed with relief and tucked her up well, and they all took care of her well. They tucked her, made her to understand. Come on, okay, lie down now. It's your walk. You have to take rest. Nothing doing, no climbing, no moving. Lie down on the bed well. Timely, you will get food, medicine, everything else. Poor Granny. For her, it was like a brief session in hell, and all this were watched by Ruskin Bond, and the poet could easily read the reaction of the grandmother. The poet says, poor Granny, she was very sad on the bed. It was like a brief session in a hell. She felt almost lying down on the bed doing nothing. Not climbing a tree was a punishment, and she was punished to go to hell. She was in the prison cell like, confined in her bedroom. Confined means closed, isolated in a room. In her bedroom, while every breeze whispered of summer and dancing leaves. And it was a summer season outside. Plenty of wind, and all the leaves were flying, moving, breeze making noise, and the dancing of the leaves all made the grandmother more disappointed. Such a wonderful time to climb the tree, to enjoy the flower and the breeze and the fruits and everything, and I am lying on the bed. She became very sad, and the poet say the granny was like a prisoner in a cell, or like a sinner in the hell with the devil, with the burning furnace. So this is the explanation of the second part. I am giving you short class so that you can interestingly listen. Okay, that is why. Thank you very much. So